Today we're talking about one of the most charismatic, quirky saltwater fish in the ocean, in my opinion. Let's talk about that. Welcome to another episode of Ocean State Aquatics TV, and today we're talking about one of my absolute favorite saltwater fish, the blue-spotted jawfish. These guys are so popular among other hobbyists, and it's for good reason. These guys are so funny to watch. They're just really cute. They look so angry all of the time, and I just love it. It matches my personality. Blue-spotted jawfish are an awesome aquarium fish, great for reef aquariums. The only thing with these guys that I really like to note first thing is that these are more of a cold water fish. They come from the Eastern Pacific Ocean near California, and they actually prefer a little bit cooler water temperatures. And that's why, unfortunately, in captivity, their life expectancy is kind of cut short because they're usually kept in tanks that are way too hot for them. They really prefer to be kept around 72 to 74 degrees. They can handle up to 76. Anything hotter than that tends to kind of cut back on their life expectancy. Blue-spotted jawfish get about 4 inches long, full grown, so they just require a minimum tank size of 30 gallons, which is why they're also really awesome, because there's not a lot of smaller saltwater fish out there in the aquarium hobby. So they're one of them, and they are absolutely beautiful too. Their colors are just super awesome. They're bright yellow with bright, beautiful blue spots. And like I said before, they just look so angry, and I just love that. They're not a super active fish in the aquarium. They tend to just bury under a rock or anything that they can bury under, and they just kind of perch there like you'll see in the video here. But that's why they're so funny to watch, because they're always constantly interacting with you. They are very personable, and once they get to know you, they know you as the food giver, and they like to just kind of observe you and watch you, which is really, really funny. They're not an aggressive fish. They can be somewhat territorial. If you have other bottom-dwelling fish in the aquarium, I would try to just keep them together in a larger tank. In a tank like a 30-gallon, I wouldn't suggest 2 bottom fish in the tank because you will get some territory issues. They should not be kept with others of their species, as they will not get along unless they're a mated pair. Ideally, these fish should be kept on a substrate of at least 2.5 to 3 inches deep in certain areas so that they can dig a very deep hole under your rockwork. It's always also recommended to make sure that your rocks are on the bottom of the aquarium before you purchase this fish. And I say this because if you have just your rocks on your sand, like say you put your sand in and then you put your rocks in after, it could be a disaster waiting to happen. If they dig a hole under those rocks and they're not securely on the bottom of the aquarium, they could topple and crack your glass. So always make sure before bringing home this fish that you have made sure all of your base rocks are securely on the bottom of the aquarium and they can't tumble. So being a bottom dwelling fish, they are not a sand sifting fish. So they're not like a diamond goby. Like I said, they kind of just dig a hole and they perch there and they hang out. They're not a fish that's going to swim around the aquarium much. They really only swim to kind of dart up and grab food in the aquarium. These fish are master escape artists as well, so you have to make sure you have a tight fitting lid on the aquarium because they will find even the smallest area of the aquarium to jump out of. So just make sure you always have a tight fitting lid. One of the biggest challenges with these fish is getting them to eat when you first bring them home. They can be a little finicky and a little picky. Thankfully, this guy is doing amazing, and he was actually eating the day he came in. So he is a really amazing specimen. He is eating frozen brine shrimp, mysis shrimp, mega marine, just basically anything that you put in there, he's eating. He's doing fantastic. These are somewhat sensitive fish, and they can be delicate when it comes to water parameters, so always make sure they're added to a well-established tank that doesn't have any swings of ammonia or nitrite, and low nitrates is ideal. Thank you guys so much for watching another episode of Ocean State Aquatics TV. I hope you enjoy, and if you really love this fish, now is the time to come on in and get him. He's not gonna stay here very long. Come check him out. Thank you guys, and you know what to do. Keep it salty, baby.